Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's the Cocktail 615. It's your boy Trey. What I really want to talk to y'all about today, man, the issues that are going on in our country. And truth be told, these are issues that we are dealing with now that 50 years ago we were dealing with, 100 years ago we were dealing with. And you know, I'm one that believes that things are not going to change unless there is a total revamp to our justice system. I'm in Nashville. Like I said, it's the Cocktail 615. And yesterday, May the 30th, we had a protest in regards to the black man that was killed. What's his name, bro? You remember his name? George Floyd. Said a police officer put his knee on his neck for a few minutes, 9 minutes, until he died. And now the country is up in arms. You have different protests and around the country that people have acted peacefully, which is the Martin Luther King stance. And there are people that have acted non-peacefully or have done things that are considered to be looting and rioting, which is the Malcolm X way. And, you know, I'm the first one to tell you, maybe not the first one to tell you, but you'll hear it here. Either way, I don't think anything is going to change from it. I don't. My dad is 67 years old, bruh. And we were talking about some of the things that happened when he was a boy. Some of the people that were killed when he was a boy. You talk about last year, some of the people that were killed, the year before, some of the people that were killed. And what has changed now? Even with the protests, even with the rioting, even with the looting, what has changed? What will change? So how you feel about it, man? Like, I got my homeboy Gianni here, man. We're gonna really discuss or touch on this, man. And just to kind of give you a perspective that maybe some of you do have, and maybe some of you don't. But if you want to send me a Facebook message, you know, to kind of comment on this, or you can even comment on this on my YouTube channel. Feel free. I'll respond to it in kind. But how do you feel about what's going on in the world now, man? Or in our country?
It's sad. I mean, here's the same issues that we've had since we've been on the earth. So, I mean, I know a lot of people, some people say, you know, they don't understand why they tearing down buildings and all that good stuff. I'm not one of those people. I feel like the bear has been poked long enough to where now, I mean, you can't, Charlamagne said it best, you can't tell somebody how to react to their feelings or something like that. So, I mean, yeah, your tax dollars build it. Burn that bitch down. Let them folks know that, you know, there ain't no more peaceful protests. We did that already.
Yeah. But you know what, man? You know what? I think protesting is a analog way to solve something that, you know, didn't result in the change that was hoped for. You know, there were thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of protests that have taken place over American history in regards to some things like, you know, the right to vote for black folks and the women's suffrage. I mean, some of those protests, I mean, they provided a response that was favorable. But some of these other protests that we're doing that have taken place, some of the issues are still the same. Like, what do you think should happen to provoke a change, bro? What do you think? What do you think we could do in order to make a change in the way that to prevent black men, and we'll go ahead and say it, black men being killed by white police officers? What do you think we could do in order to provoke that change? Let me tell you what I think. I think they should start giving these folks the electric chair. They should start giving these folk the gas chamber. They should start giving these folk lethal injections. Because if the roles were reversed, if you went out and you did something crazy, you know, I know you got to be premeditated to be first degree and all of that kind of stuff. But at what point do you say it's not premeditated if you doing something for 9 fucking minutes? You are actively saying, if the man saying, I can't breathe, then he start begging for his mama, then he ain't saying shit. At what point do you do you not think that what you're doing is a part of this man's death? So what do you think, man? What do you think?
I don't know what you can do, to be honest. You gotta start at the top. You just need to tear it down and build it over again. When I say this, as far as like the Constitution, the laws, all that stuff, just I don't know, bro. To be honest,
So how do you feel about our leadership? The people that are at the top, trash. And do you always feel like that's always been the case?
For politicians, I mean, speaking honestly, I don't know enough to sit here and say. I mean, everybody says politicians lies, et cetera, but for me, it's hard for me to critique something that I'm not willing to go out and, you know, I'm not going to run for office. I'm not going to dig deep in the issues because and that's just being honest. A lot of folks don't do that, like, until something like this happens. And I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean, it's hard for me to critique when I'm not out there doing it.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as some of your friends or some of the people that you're connected with, how do you feel that they are critiquing some of the past leadership that we've had or the current leadership that we have? Because I think, like you said, it starts at the top. You know, some of the changes that could be affected, that could affect us, start at the top. So, I mean, do you have any friends or any people that you are connected with that have views that are contrary to your belief?
I'll tell you like this. I went to the barbershop yesterday, correct?
Okay, got chop. Yeah, I see you lined up perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
I got to look clean. And one of the barbers in the shop, it was 2 black Republicans in there, also getting their haircut or whatever. And one of the barbers in the shop, he took issue with women being in leadership roles. And I mean, it set off some fireworks in there and his reasoning was that in his experiences being alive on Earth, that women always compromise. And so he felt as though if they were still answering to the white men in the, you know, the Senate or the House majority or whatever, that they would still be compromising, that nothing would change, and that they were calling him sexist, et cetera, and I agree. I felt as though he was sexist, but yeah, he felt women should not be in leadership roles. And with that being said, he also said, one of the arguments I always get into with black men that say Obama didn't do enough for black people.
Man, do you feel like he did enough? Or do you, what do you feel like he...
My stance on that is, I don't care if all he did was go in there and tie his shoe in the White House. This is the most influential black man of our time period. Do you agree with that?
I agree. I think that
he's done what no other black man has done ever. he was elected leader of the free world, not once, but twice,
Right.
2 terms. So that alone, in my opinion, that alone, you've already done enough. You've opened the door for the younger generations, you know, the minorities or whatever. Because let's just be honest, we never would have thought we'd see a black man in the White House. Never. But it happened. So, and I think with that being said, we have a black man who had a black family, 2 young princesses, queens, whatever you want to call them. He had a queen for a wife that he promoted. Didn't get in no trouble. He is what every young black man should strive to be.
Really?
In my opinion. He got a great family man. Lets his wife do what she's supposed to do. Supports his daughters. Okay. And he did that in front of.
Go ahead. No. Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Now, when Obama was in office, black men was still getting murdered by police.
So let me, before you even go there, let me ask you this: as a black man, what would you have wanted Obama to do specifically while he was in office?
You know what? I take a stance that, and don't get my question wrong, because I'm saying that to say that even with an influential black man as a leader of the free world, when we're talking about issues that evoke emotion upon us, like when we feel like things are not the way that they should be, I'm saying that to say that even Obama, even him being the leader of the free world, even the influence that he has could not change that. So what I expected him to do, my expectation of Obama, or President Obama, was realized when he was nominated for the Democratic nominee for the president the first time. Shit, y'all telling me that this brother right here? So I didn't have an expectation of him to do anything, because I mean, you're talking about someone who does high level or makes or approves high level decisions that are presented to him by other people. It's not that he can write laws and he can govern other states, but he approves that which is given or denies that which is given to him. So, you know, I know at a high level how the government works. And with that, I know what he can and what he can't do. So, I mean, that question, what did I expect Obama to do for black people? Shit.
Not even what did you expect? What did you want for him to do? Because that's the question I always come back with. Well, what would you want him to do? And
it's silence.
To get the stuttering and
the crickets.
He should reform the justice system. I've gotten that response before. It's just like,
in what way though?
Exactly. They can't answer it. I think it's like they see Trump now and what Trump is doing, and basically doing it, you know, how Trump wants to do it. They feel like Obama should do that. It's like, for me, I mean, to me, it's like he can't. Like, how? He's not a billionaire white man.
Right.
Like, let's just be honest. These folks right now are scared of this man.
Yeah.
They were trying to impeach Obama for a birth certificate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you thought they would have did if he would have went in here and, you know, the black people gonna get $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Or if he would have did it, so I feel like Obama did it in a way to where it said it was for everybody, and it might have, but he was really helping out our community even though he had to put that title on it that it's for everybody.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things that were affecting the African American community that this everybody stimulus right here is really helping our community.
Sure.
At that time. So
well, I mean, I think now President Obama, the former President Obama, is in a place now where he can do some of the things that are close to his heart, without any of the repercussions that he may have had while in office, you know. And like you, I don't really keep track of what somebody else is doing, what he's doing, all that kind of stuff. You know, I just see what's going on and how that plays in my psyche on how I want to protect myself and protect my family. You know what I mean? Like some of this stuff that is going on, you know, with the police killings, and I mean we've had one in Nashville, the Daniel Hambrick, where the dude was running away. He was probably 60 yards away from him. He shot him in the back of the head. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what kind of policing is that? What kind of? I think a lot of the police that we have, and I'm not saying all. I won't generalize it in that way, but a lot of the police that we have are bitch made. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real, like if your response for somebody running away or resisting is to subdue them in a way that you feel like you in danger and you gonna kill them, you gonna kill them. A man that's running away from you because you can't catch him on feet. His pants sagging down. You know what I'm saying? He hit that corner on your ass, and now you gonna pull out your gun and shoot him. Or how can you resist in a way that you feel like you need to put your knee on his neck and he in handcuffs and there's 4 other police officers out there? Like, he resisting in a way that's the best way to combat his resistment. Come on, man. His resistance. I'm sorry, resistment is not a word. Resistance. Come on, man. I think it needs to be a major reform in how police officers, like, what did you say Dick Gregory said? Or what was your comment on Dick Gregory that he was saying about police? Like, what should happen? That they should have insurance policies on them? Like, okay, you do this, you do that. Like, third-degree murder? Third-degree murder? Like, you know what? That is, let that have been my son. Let that have been my best friend. Let that have been you. You know what I'm saying? When it becomes real, like, what is the proper circumstance in which you respond, in which we respond? Like, I don't know, bruh. Like, all of this right here is something I think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they turning over in their grave. They died for what is going on now, for there to be some type of resolve to how we are looked at as human beings by white folk. They died for that. So now it's like when I'll end it with this. When y'all have y'all signs out and y'all standing in front of the police and y'all saying, stop, I can't breathe, no justice, no peace, and y'all go home and y'all watching y'all Real Housewives of Atlanta and y'all playing your PlayStations and Xboxes that night, it's still a motherfucker who riding around in that cop car that's ready to kill a motherfucker just because he black and just because he feels scared. Shit ain't changed. and y'all going in malls and Louis Vuitton and breaking windows and doing. I mean, y'all solidifying what they already think about us. And I know, Gianna, you have that stance that shit. Peaceful protests ain't have not worked. So let's burn the bitch down. Well, if y'all gonna burn the bitch down, then what's gonna change? What's gonna stop from whatever that police officer name? What's gonna stop for 100 of them going out and doing the same thing? Like last night, I think 28 people were arrested in Nashville. And what is that gonna do for you in the potential in your future? What's that gonna change? Well, how is that going? Your record, you have now a record.
I want to put caution on that.
Okay, come on.
Because in the Minnesota riots, I don't know if you saw the video to where they actually have a police officer as smashing all the windows at Target before they started looting stuff. He walking by with the hammer, breaking all the windows at Target. So they trying to, and I've heard that before with other protests and even other countries to where they, instigate the riot.
Incited.
Yeah, incited. So, I don't know, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think that...
Just put caution on,
Yeah. We need to have caution.
Because it ain't just us out there that, burning shit down and breaking shit. So
Yeah. You right.
And fuck Target, they ain't part of the black community.
But I want y'all to know that anybody that's hearing our voices, y'all just need to stay safe, protect your families. And if you come in a situation where you are involved with police officers, I'm not gonna tell you to shuck and jive and to be less than and to be treated less than a man and that be okay. But when you act a certain way and when you present yourself a certain way, then you have to be ready to deal with those actions. Now I still haven't watched the video of this man. I don't know what he was doing, but I know I've been handcuffed before. I know it's hard to resist being handcuffed. So if you are in that position where you feel like, hey, this could be the end, then do the right thing. Do something else. This was televised. This was on video, and still, the dude. From what I did see on CNN, the dude was just looking like, I don't care if you videotaping this shit.
Oh, it's on the dude with the knee.
Yeah, I don't care. What y'all gonna do? And for the police officers that were standing around, I think that they should be charged to a higher degree than that motherfucker. In my opinion, if he got 3rd-degree murder, they should have 2nd-degree murder. Because if they not pulling this man off, and then, all they had to do was throw him in the police car.
Actually, they got video. They had him in the police car first. They were beating the man. They were beating the man in the police car, and then they pulled him out. Say he's resisting,
Stop resisting. And all of these white folks that's calling the police on black folks, like the chick in New York.
Oh, that shit had me so hot.
Come on, man. He said, put the dog on the leash. I'm trying to watch these birds, man. And she gonna call the police and talking about she fears for her life.
Did you see the apology?
No, I didn't. What did it say?
He basically said she's not racist. That was the first thing. And 2, it was, I wasn't trying to cause harm to this young man. You said there's an African-American man threatening my life. Threatening my life and the dog's life. And you called 911 and said this. Not a man, an African-American man. But you're not racist. You don't see color. Jesus.
Listen.
Hey, this shit was so funny though. They snatched her dog.
Oh, people like that, they should be put in prison too.
Bruh, yes.
I mean, false reports or whatever. You can make laws. You can make addendums to the laws to decide how y'all want to treat them. But it's like, if I called the police and I said, hey, this is happening, this is going on, and the shit is not true, man, I'd be in jail. False report, lock them up. So, and then they go and say, oh, she lost the job. Man, she gonna get hired by somebody else. If a police officer can have complaints, get fired from one police department, then go over to the neighboring police department and get hired, what make you think this chick ain't gonna get another job? Or somebody that said, oh man, you were treated wrong. We believe in you, Karen. Come on, work for us. Man, if y'all believe these white folks ain't taking care of their own. Anyway.
They probably got to GoFundMe right now for that.
Man, what? There's probably got bukus of money that is sustaining. I mean, she was financed some kind of whatever, man. That shit right there had me so heated, man. Like, people that... Did you see when Gucci Mane was playing basketball on the court?
Yeah, cut the old lady out.
Cut the old lady out. 'Cause, I mean, what... How was Gucci and his friends playing basketball any of her business in terms of that? Like, they feel like, you know what?
So the same day the little incident happened in New York, I had a little altercation at the grocery store with an elderly vanilla person. Yeah, so, I don't know if they do it here in Nashville, but now they have the arrows that show, which way to walk down the aisle or whatever in the grocery store. So I'm in the grocery store shopping. I see the frozen fruit section. It's literally 5 feet this way, and I'm not looking down at the X or the which way to go. All I see frozen fruit at the top. This is the aisle I need to be on. I took about 5 steps, looked, they didn't have the fruit I was looking for, turned back around, and was, going about my business. It was 2 people on the aisle, nobody near me, not a big issue. This lady rolled past me so fast, it was like, you're going the wrong way. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, because I really wasn't paying attention at the time. So I ain't think nothing of it, I'm just continuing my grocery shopping. Next thing I know, I see the lady again, and she done went and got an employee, and is pointing me out. He's walking down the wrong way down the aisle. I just stopped. I looked at the dude. I was like, I apologize to the lady. Like, what else you want me to do? Like, right. And he just, you could tell he didn't want to be bothered. He just like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. It happens. I'm sorry. He apologized to the lady as well. That shit had me so hot, bruh. So I continued grocery shopping. And we crossed each other again. I just started yelling, wrong way, Karen. And she turned around. I was like, I'm going the right way, thank you. I said, shut up, bitch, don't talk to me. I scurried off with my buddy. I was so mad, bro. Yeah. I was like, well, how did that affect your day? My little 5 steps to look in the granted, it was the wrong way, but I apologize. Like, ain't nobody looking at the ground trying to figure out which way to walk. You got your mask on, I got my mask on.
Right. See, it's stuff like that where people take
and then you go get somebody else. Like, he gonna arrest me or something, kick me out the store for grocery shopping.
That's crazy.
But with that, I tell that stuff because I can see how if you having a bad day and she roll up on you, how you can easily flip her buggy in the public store. And the police be calling you the bad guy. You just looking for some frozen fruit.
Right. It is.
Leave people alone. Mind
your business. But even with that, just always be aware of your surroundings and what's going on, man. It's tough out here for black people, for black men especially. And I'm not gonna take anything away from black women, but black men, we are a target. We are targets. So just be mindful of that. It's the Cocktail 615. I want to appreciate my homeboy from coming through and talking this out with me. You got something else you want to add, or you good?
Hey, man, stop talking bad about Barack, bro.
hey, leave Barack Obama alone, man.
Like, you can have your opinions, but come on. And until you are ready to attempt to do what he even did. You know, you ain't running for politics. You ain't. Stop talking bad about Barack, bro. They taking everybody away from us, bro.
All right, we out.